Yes, where I am. Another morning of exercise and walking and training. Got to get a good start to the day, right, ladies? Okay, very quick shout out to you lovely ladies in business. I have a quick story to share with you because you may be dealing with this. And what is that? That is the doubting of yourself, and very often unnecessarily. Because I was working with a client of mine the other day. She is in business development and sales, and we're doing this work to help upskill her processes and skills and confidence around connection, sales, enrollment, lead generation. And one of the things that really stood out for me after we did our session was, which I like to do after a session, is, was there anything valuable in that? If so, what was the most helpful? And while I'm a bit of a process guy, which I like steps and scripts and calling and speaking, clearly, you never would have guessed that. What she shared with me was, what she got great value out of was the actual, was the mindset and what I like to call putting our thoughts under the microscope. What do I mean by that? Well, she has this had this very disempowering thought process that these gentlemen that she works for, or these men that she works for, who say to her, just make calls, you can do it, we've done it, you can do it. And she's gone into this place which is, oh, I can't do it, they're so successful, how come they can do it and I can't do it? And I would like to say something here, which is, we need to stop in these situations, because I think we can all relate to this, men and women, but I do find working with a lot of women where very often men can just kind of wing it. Beautiful, wonderful women who, let's love the beautiful, wonderful things about women, which is nurturing, caring, loving, maybe at times a little bit more sensitive than men, which can be this constant challenge in the business world, because now all of a sudden women are so much more pushed into promotion and sales and communication and getting out there. And I'm not saying for everyone, I'm not trying to sound sexist, but for a lot of women that I work with, this is a bit confronting. You know, I so often hear, oh, I don't really like to do that. Do I have to make a phone call? Do I have to have a conversation? Do I need to talk about money? These things aren't necessarily easy things to do. They are possible to do, but they're not necessarily easy things to do. But getting back to the story. So what I got my lovely client and friend to get present to is stop, put that thought under the microscope. And what I mean by that is when we put it under the microscope, which is, let's look at the situation. We have these two men that run this company. They've been trained and pushed and worked in that environment for all these years. Make calls, make 20 calls, get one meeting. I mean, there is a better way, let me tell you. There's a much smarter way, but I get it. That's their strategy. If they want to work that way and that's how they do it, that's entirely up to them. But what I got my wonderful friend and client to just get present to and remember is, firstly, she has been in the industry for about 7 seconds, haven't really been given much training, a really old school strategy. Seriously, the cold calling and just smashing out calls, especially to the market that they're working with, which has got like 4 gatekeepers. A much better approach can be done. However, coming back, that's her strategy, that's their strategy. She's chosen to work there for the moment, and what we're doing is on the side having her get smarter with how to do it. But coming back to the story is, she has not been trained, she's brand new to the industry, they've been in it for years, and to be really kind to herself, to really look at the facts and say, okay, if I really break this down, I've got to train myself, which we're doing together, which touche to her. She's decided to get training on how to really master this whole world of sales and lead generation for women in business. Go, you know who you are. And secondly, staying present to our mindset, because really at the beginning of all of this whole thing around doing things that can test us a little bit, especially when it comes to sales and enrollment, is a big part of it is how we manage our mindset. So her now being kind to herself, seeing the wonderful qualities that she has, what she is doing well, praising herself, I'm there praising her and supporting her, giving her the guidance and training that she also can give to herself, and not just letting the default of, oh, I'm no good and they're better than me. So, you know, to be really present to that. So I hope you found that helpful. And for yourself, if you're finding yourself, ladies, feeling disempowered or thinking and putting yourself down, all I would invite you to do is to put your thoughts under the microscope and really see what is actually true and what is not true, and how you can look at it differently so you feel better about what you're doing, so you can go out and do the wonderful work that I know that you do, so you can go help the people that I know that you like to help and want to help, and be the best that you can be, work and do the work that you love to your full potential. So remember, ladies, watch what you're thinking. If it's not serving you, put it under the microscope, check in on the facts, and look at how you can look at things differently. And if I can ever help you with this, I'm here. You know how to reach out to me. Go get them, ladies. You're wonderful and amazing. And I look forward to chatting to you soon. I'm off to finish my workout. Ciao for now.